Hello YouTube, this is Agent here, bringing you first of my Die Rise videos. In this one I'm going to be looking at the trailer or the opening cutscene for the map and seeing what implications it has to the story. So, just to let you know, if you haven't seen it yet, this is the trailer.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Why me? Travel where? Don't you get it? There's nothing left! Oh. How did you... What? What do you mean, mend the rift? Well, maybe I don't wanna. Huh? Did you think of that? Oh, you can't tell them about the flesh. What I did, they'd kill me if they knew. Ah, shit!
If you're gonna talk to your imaginary friends, Stu, you might want to wait till you're in a Z-free zone.
Get over here, now!
Come on!
What do we do now?
We arm up, find a good place to defend, kick ass, that's it!
I don't understand!
What are you talking about, Stuhlinger? Misty made it pretty clear.
Central fate, begin anew!
We're going down fighting! Now!
Have we been here before?
Okay, so there are three bits that I see in this that are particularly interesting and could have big implications for the story. So the first one is when Richtvin is apparently describing to Samuel the Easter egg, giving him the instructions, because obviously Samuel's the only one that can hear Richtvin directly. So he talks about like mending and healing the rift. So that's probably what the big Easter egg is of Die Rise. So the question is, what rift is he talking about? Now, there's a few rifts that I can think of that Richtvin might want healed. First of all, maybe a rift in the Earth. One of the nuclear rockets that Max has fired at the Earth has ripped the Earth up completely apart, and Richtvin wants it sealed up. I mean, there's always the theory about Shangri-La or something being in the center of the Earth because of a hollow Earth theory. Maybe Richtvin wants the rift in the Earth that's been ripped open sealed up and healed before whatever's in the hollow Earth is released. Could be that a powerful explosion could be having effects on the sort of space-time continuum because of such a powerful explosion causes ripples in it, and because of all the time traveling that Richtvin did with the crew to get in control of the zombies, maybe he's worried that this explosion that Maxis has created might affect those things and maybe cause them to cease to exist or something like that. It's possible. Also in this we can actually see the what it looks like one of the towers, the one with the dragon on it, and it seems to be focusing on where the radio tower is on that. So that makes me think that whatever major Easter egg is on Die Rise, it's going to focus on that radio tower and make it be turned into another spire obelisk. We saw it in Transit. So I think we're going to be doing a similar activity to this tower. But yeah, so what does Richtvin want from Die Rise? Why did he teleport the new crew here? Only time will tell. So the second part is when Stuhlinger seems to be describing his past in the flesh, and what is it doing. And there's a quick flash, so if you slow it down frame by frame, you see what looks like a feral beast eating an arm. If you can see that it's got some very odd ears, that it doesn't appear to be human with those ears. And yeah, so it's a very interesting flashback. Is this maybe Stuhlinger? Maybe he was earlier in his life, was he an experiment that went wrong? Was he maybe, because there's the whole thing about Stuhlinger, who was originally a scientist in Nazi Germany, and the common theory is that Samuel is this scientist's son. Could it be that he was presiding over these experiments with the flesh? But he does say the others would kill me if they found out. So does that mean that he's been involved in the creation of the zombies? What is the flesh? But it's referred to a lot. in one of the radios on Die Rise, I can't get it to you yet because I haven't got it yet. I'll get it as soon as I can, but I've heard it, and it seems to be that the Flesh is like a religious group that's formed after the shattering of the earth, and it's basically saying, you know, we must consume the zombies or be consumed ourselves, something like that. I'll get it up whenever I manage to record it. And so basically, you know, what is Samuel's past? He's definitely got a very interesting past. And, you know, what is this Flesh? You know, is he involved in it? And how? So then the final part about the story is the fact that in the trailer, we can see Russman dying, and then Richtoven's quote, you know, cease your struggle, begin anew. Basically, he's saying that now that Russman has died, the three of them cannot hope to succeed in the challenge, and to give themselves up to the Horde. Now this means obviously that one, Richtofen is clearly concerned, but as you can see, he's very anxious, he's very keen for them to give up, to not go down fighting. So what does this mean? In total, I think this could have two possible implications. One, Richtofen, despite what we see, has a limited supply of zombies and he wants to keep as many of them alive as possible. You know, does that mean, one, Max's rockets have damaged the earth more than Richtofen would have liked, and there's not too many intact corpses for Richtoven's zombie army, or whatever he's planning to do with the zombies if he succeeds, and therefore he wants to keep as many alive as possible? Or two, is he worried about what Maxis is doing and wants the characters to succeed in his side of the Easter egg as soon as possible? Because as we can see, the characters go down fighting and then Richtofen effectively respawns them. Some people say this is time travel, and you know, it could be, well be. I mean, for example, say, remember in Shangri-La when the two explorers were caught in a time loop where they were constantly circling through a part, going through the traps of the Shangri-La sort of temple area. Does this mean our characters are also stuck in this trap? You know, they're continually stuck in this time loop until they complete the Easter egg, where they'll move on to the next map. Overall, I don't think so. I think what it is that at the end of Transit, they use some means of teleportation. Most likely Richtofen teleported them, because now he's in control of the zombies. He's trying to help them out. Samantha was only ever trying to hinder the first group. So he teleported them to Die Rise, using his power to get them to complete the next step. And basically, when you think about it, okay, when you teleport, all your atoms would be beamed up, you know, digitized, however, whatever means of teleportation it is. Okay? Now that means that whatever's teleporting them, if it can remember the atoms, it could literally just spawn an infinite number of you if it had the resources to. Now clearly Richtofen has a lot of resources because he's got the pyramid on Moon, and who knows what its limitations are. So basically what Richtoven's done is he's spawned them on Die Rise. They failed, Russman died, then the rest of them were killed by zombies, so Richtofen spawns them again. That's why they're called, you know, have we been here before? Yes. So it's interesting to see that the characters we play as are not the initial group, they're a respawned version of them. Could be, you know, this could just be a little tongue-in-cheek reference to the fact that characters can spawn again even if they die, and the death is inevitable in zombies and all that. But yeah, it's interesting to see that Richtofen is very keen for this particular group to do his bidding. Is it a reference to Samuel's past? Who knows? But yeah, this is a very interesting intro cutscene with a lot of hints towards the story, and hopefully I can bring you more in the future. So until next time, this has been All Agent. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.